I'm back in Connemara again, and I'm in the 12 Bens, and it's about bit after 8 o'clock on Saturday evening, and I have my tent set up. Hopefully you can see it there, and I'm at the base of Derryclare. My plan is to do the Glencoaghan Horseshoe tomorrow. I'm not really sure how that's pronounced. I've never heard the word said. So within this horseshoe route, it covers 6 of the 12 bends. So I'm going to try and point those out to you now, just to show you the route while there's such great visibility. So we have Derryclare, Bencorr, Bencollaghduff, Benbreen, Bengower behind the sun there, and the last one there is Benlettery. So what I hope to do, this is a 16-kilometre route, and my car is just parked literally about 300 metres away from where I'm parked. So what I'm thinking of doing tomorrow morning is driving back over to the base of Benlettery. There's a few car park spaces there, leaving my car there, and then there's just over 3 kilometres by road to get back over to this point. So I have the trusty Brompton in the boot of the car, and I'm thinking of cycling that and trying to stash the bike somewhere, and I even have a little note written on the bike with my phone number, so just hopefully no one will remove it. Yeah, so I have a really flat pitch, so I'm hoping for a good night's sleep and then face into this walk. It's definitely the most challenging walk I will have done to date. So I'm going to start early and hopefully get through it, and hopefully film with the drone, which is obviously going to add a lot to my time, so I'm going to have to be kind of selective, just to make sure that I finish it, because I would like to also drive back to Dublin tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to it, and it's great to be just sitting here and just taking in the route as well. That's the bike hidden out, and I'm about to start the hike. All the tops are under cloud now for the entire route, but hopefully they'll begin to open up as the morning and afternoon goes on. I'm at about 520 metres now, and Derryclare is 677 metres. So visibility is pretty poor. Maybe about 50 metres, although it's beginning to open up there a little bit now. So not the kind of video I'd hope to make, but hopefully it'll open up a little more. I've landed at Bencorr, which is summit 2 of 6, and the cloud keeps moving in and out for me. It was very clear when I first arrived, and actually it's clearing up again now. No blue skies today. Temperatures really comfortable, very nice. Not much wind. So on to the summit 3. So this is the summit of Bencollaghduff. That's 3 of the 6 done. So next on the list is Benbreen, then over to Bengower, and then over to Benlettery. So halfway there. I finally made it down the descent of Bencollaghduff. I definitely find the descents, I'm much slower than I am on the climbs, just technically more difficult. But there's a really nice view here of the route that I've come. There's Derryclare, Bencorr, and over to Bencollaghduff. And now ahead of me here is Benbreen. I've spent the last couple of minutes coming down Bencollaghduff and wondering why am I out climbing mountains? And wondering if I quite often have this thought of why don't I have an interest like knitting? Maybe I could make videos about knitting. Yeah, it's a tough hike. What we're doing. I've just discovered that there's actually 3 tops for Benbreen, and I'm at the first one. So I'm not at the real summit of Benbreen yet. This circuit has certainly humbled me. I'm just down off Benbreen, another tough descent. There's a scree run, or I avoided that and went down through the boulders, just very slow, picking my way down. And now, thankfully, I'm down from it and on my way up Bengower. Bit of a scramble up. It's a really long, difficult, challenging hike for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the summit of Bengower. Definitely the peak that has had the most scrambling to get up here. Some hairy moments for me anyway. Oh! I'm now down at the bottom of Bengower and about to start the climb up Benlettery, which doesn't look like it's a big climb at all, and then it'll be a big enough descent, I'm sure. So it was a nice, gentle enough descent off Bengower and a nice ridge to walk across there, so a nice way to end the adventure. Yeah, it, as you can see, we've got blue skies, so it turned very hot. I brought a lot of, oh, I just spot a pool of water. So nice. Yeah, I've just got a small bit of water left. I brought nearly 3 litres with me, and they were all needed. Usually when I come away on a trip like this, and when I'm going home, I always crave like dirty food like burgers and chips, but I've such a craving for oranges. I just want to eat multiple juicy oranges. So on to Benlettery now. That's the climb up. Probably will finish off filming here now, may just catch a shot at the summit and then march on down. So that was definitely a humbling experience, as I said earlier. These mountains put manners on me. I made it back to the car. That was most definitely the toughest hike I ever did. So if there's anyone who wants a tough hike, I'd recommend that one. And if there's anyone who truly knows that they don't like very tough hikes, stay away from that. I don't even know if I enjoyed it. Those wonderful views of the peaks, but it was just a little bit too hard for me. Kind of takes away the pleasure. But now I have to go and pick up my bike. Hopefully it hasn't been stolen. Safe and sound.